Beautiful people, sorry, good morning to you. I'm wondering if what I heard is really true. I know people going to say to me, Toni-Ann, what are you saying? You feel like you're acting like you're naive and clueless to what is happening in our country. It's not a matter of that, but I'm wondering if my generation, the older generation than mine, and so because I was born in the early, in a sense, in the earlier stages, in a sense, not earlier, not in its embryonic stage, but the early days of the millennials. That is where I would be, and I'm wondering if the generation before mine and even the one before have not passed down certain tradition, namely, be careful what you do to the elderly. There are certain curses that will follow you. If you read the Old Testament and the New Testament, I know I was seeing something about in Leviticus. You have to be very careful what you do to the elderly. Now, tell me, robbers, scammers, thieves, whatever you categorize yourself, because all are the same thing. How you can look to rob a 105-year-old man nearly $6 million and feel that you're going to get away? You're not supposed to rob any at all, because curses follow, Same way, Ever notice when people thief them dead bad? Unless you change your ways, unless you change your life. But you're going to rob this elderly blessed man? You see, anyhow that the man they are Christian, dog name no supper, Dog, if him ever go to God and ball, dog name no supper, Remember, it's Elisha. I think Elisha was the bald-headed one. And 42 young boys came and mocked him, said all manner of evil. Bald-head. They probably say, ugly man, you this, and go on, and him look up to God and say, God, what is this? Deal with them, basically. 2 she-bears came and tore them to shreds. You're mad? Let me tell you something. I have a special love for elderly people. So much so, let me tell you something. I remember one day I was driving. And I'm high strung, My, back in the day, my fuse was so short. I struggled with, I had real temper issues. And I remember every day I said, God, I don't like this. It's not good, And he has helped me. I'm not where I would want to be, but I'm certainly not where I used to be. And somebody had bad driven me, and I got into a road rage, and I circled one whoosh down on the car. You see, when I wound my glass down and I looked, 2 old like Methuselah men, I frightened. Me say my anger just jumped through the window. My anger jumped through the window like when COVID did just come and people did hear say COVID. If them hear somebody sneeze, them just say the little memes and they say them. I saw the anger. I frightened. I don't even say morning, evening. Them not even did recognize them. I drive up beside them, like they got distracted. They were so old and distracted. 2 old fogies, old. You could have said them look like them late 80s, 90s. Couldn't believe it. I didn't even say sir. I don't say sir. What I just move on. I'm afraid. Even sometimes some of them talking to you and they're very feisty, very facetious. Sometimes they come off a little disrespectful and rude. If they really push me, I go and say, Mommy, what happened? Why you rough me? When I say Mommy, I'm talking as in terms of the elderly or grandma. What happened? Why you badding me up like this, or why you being so rough? Even my voice have to take time. Like when the Bible says if you're even scolding a pastor or so, you do it with your voice have to take time, you have to know what you do. When Nathan went to David, you think him could have gone, you mad? That's why I'm going with the parable first. Him have to make him voice low and him have to take time. You know what you're doing? You know what I'm serious, I'm sorry for you, Let me tell you something, I'm sorry for no. Not even so much your old man. Him live and I guarantee you found not even go probably half him age. Because of that evil act. If I were you, should have find a way to put back that the money and give back that the man, because anyhow, ever go make him ball and call to God. He never have to do that. Because he said when they touch when they touch him, it's like you're touching God. When Saul, New Testament Saul was on the road to him, did a go to for him people get basically get the directive and something official to deal with the Christians, and then the bright light had hit him, knocked him off the horse. And Jesus' voice came out and said, Saul, why are you persecuting me? I said, huh? Basically, Jesus said, if you persecute the Christians, and me, I persecute, and not them, and me. So when you rob the man of God, you rob, and you cannot rob God. Let me tell you, you might think you're robbing God. You cannot rob God. It may seem that way, but you cannot rob God. Are you guys crazy? $6 million? Call it? Basically, next to 6 million. Whether 5.86 million, may I call it 6 million? My goodness gracious me. No, sir. No. No, God, you got to intervene. You've got to intervene. You've got to intervene and deal with these wicked, evil people. Deal with these wicked, evil people. God, deal with them, because the laws of the land are not effective enough. It's not dealing with these people, these perpetrators, that then got rob this mania, blessed mania, will live where they are 105, where most of them not even going to touch half his age. Eh? Well, a lot of you, many of you not even going to touch half his age. You got rob. You mad? Dopey definitely dip on the head and get a water and vinegar in a one on a mother shad. Mad out of this world to go and rob a man like that. You're mad. You're crazy. That's you just pronounce what you're definitely working for is curses, and you will be paid it. It will come over to you. You better find a way to pay back that man, because let me tell you something. You're not going to enjoy that 6 million close, or 5 million and change. You are not going to enjoy it. That I can tell you categorically. You're not going to enjoy it. It's not going to benefit you. It's going to be a curse to you. It's going to be a curse to you. You're not going to enjoy it. You may think you're going to, but you're not. You're not going to enjoy it. Let me tell you, man, Lord, because I'm allowing God to really work on me, because I don't even know what to describe you guys. I know what to say now, but I'm holding back. Believe you me, all the adjectives, I have them right here, and I'm not talking necessarily bad words in terms of what we know as, the Jamaican authentic bad words. I'm not talking that. What I really want to label you people as, be careful what you do to elderly. Be careful. You have to show them respect. You see how some of you people talk about all man. I'm sorry for you, I am so sorry for you. Oh no. You can rob this elderly man, 105? You come like when they touching me age, you're supposed to, when you see some monuments that you don't bow to that. Only person you bow to is God. But you said, I respect this. I respect this in honor of whoever. They remind me of those things. Those honorable monuments, I call it. You don't bow to them. You only bow to God. But, you show respect. Like if you see a statue of, for example, whether you Usain Bolt or Bob Marley or Martin Luther King Jr., these stalwarts. You say, wow, very good, very good. And Uno gonna rob him. Uno must mad as shad. And I heard he worked so hard over the years. Now that him probably, he probably will say, you know what? I'm going to give me little grandis or my granddaughter or me whosoever or a stranger a little thing. And you're going to rob the man call it $6 million. That me sorry for you, not going to enjoy a dime out of it. Not a dollar, not a dime. Nothing. You guys are going to enjoy that. May God deal with you. You're too wicked and evil. You're too wicked and evil. Jesus, please. You don't make nothing pass. You don't make nothing pass. No, cute. Let me tell you something. May God help you. I'm sorry for you. Hey, I'm sorry for you. You see, if I'm more than one involved, if the one in there is sensible and have a little compassion and understand life and life's order, give it back. Find a way. If I would say you find it somewhere and drop it off at the police station or whatever it is, give it back. Give it back. I'm sorry for you, because you see that curse we are going to compound. You see that curse? You're going to regret every dollar you want to take. Rob the elderly. You're not supposed to rob anybody at all, but the elderly. Let me tell you something. That is why if you notice, if I see a very old person start cuss and go on, but people leave them because they understand. They say, leave them alone. People now, you have to know you have to handle them with kids' gloves. Rob the hell. You guys are despicable. Disgust me. God no. Disgust me, man. But me sorry for no. Is it God old man? Me sorry for no. Guys, Follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this message.